The views and opinions expressed on Live at the Barbershop are entirely those of the host, guest, and caller and do not reflect the opinions of Live at the Barbershop or its staff. Viewers' discretion is advised. The following podcast is intended for mature audiences only and contains adult contents, graphic language, strong sexual contents, and a whole lot of shit talking. So, in other words, get your kids out the room.
Here we go. Live at the Barbershop with your hosts, Nisha J, Aaliyah, Black Republican, and those two crazy Caribbean guys from the Q&N show, Norris and Q. And now, the man of the hour, Mr. HNIC, Mr. Sleep When You're Dead, Hustle Now, the magnificent.
Yo, son. What's up with all that?
I was just trying to amp it up, like...
Oh, okay, all right, yeah, all right, I'm with that.
John, live at the Barbershop Podcast.
It's that time of year again. Carnival time again. Labor Day parade. New York City.
Of course, nobody can go.
Now, we might have we missed out on that Carabana situation. COVID-19 came in and just shut them down. I myself am in a bad mood right now because I was so badly wanted to be at Carabana. And recently, a little thing sparked up in Brooklyn the other day with a thing called Juve Fete. During COVID-19 sparked a lot of conversation. I decided tonight we'll touch on this tonight.
A little bit.
But the title for tonight is called It Was All a Dream. So what do you do when your spouse doesn't support your dream? But before we get to that, I said we had to touch on this Juve situation because I know everyone was waiting for coming up in October, and like I said, Carabana, and then we got Labor Day parade in New York. All this got shut down. Everybody's still in their house. They hungering. They starving to get out. So tonight should be a real good discussion on
the incident that happened.
The incident and these topics. So tonight, let's break it off. I'm your host for tonight, John. Sitting next to me, to my left, is my man Q. Q, what up?
What up, my people? What up, my people?
Next to Q is the ambassador for the Juve.
No, the ambassador.
My man Norris.
Mm-hmm.
Norris, what up?
Chilling. You mean?
The Juve
Okay.
boss.
Also on our barbershop panel tonight is our girl Aaliyah. Aaliyah, what up? You in the building?
Mike is new.
Your mic. All right.
Hey everybody,
Good?
what's going on?
What's good? What's good? In the building. Our guest on the panel tonight, I got Sassy. Sassy, what up?
Hey,
What's good? What's good?
everything's great.
And I'll leave this one for you, Norris. You introduce our next guest for tonight.
Also, we have another special guest tonight.
What y'all say?
She's going to be on the panel too.
Uh-huh.
Didi, what's up?
Didi Henry, what's up? Didi, what up? What up? You good?
morning, everybody.
Good.
What's up? What's up, Didi?
Nice to have you. Okay. For all those that are not familiar with this thing called Juve or Juve Fete. Hold on 1 minute. Let me check it. Hold up. Yeah, Didi.
Put it back on.
Put it back on for me. Didi.
Yeah, you have a
Might have something in the background, like a fan or something.
Hold on.
Yeah.
We made t-shirts in here.
It's all good. All right. So for all those that don't know what the whole history of Juve and Carnival and everything like that can you educate us? I'm gonna have the brand ambassador Norris educate us a little bit more on that, because we were having the discussion and Q was talking about it, and Norris said, "You don't know nothing about Juve." And Q said, "What'd you say, Q?"
Yeah, I told him I'm here to be educated.
No,
about
twang, no
Juve.
twang, no twang, no twang, no twang. You tell him exactly what you said
What
when the
what I
cameras
said
was
is-
off.
I said I'm here to be educated.
Uh-huh.
And as a yardman, Jamaican, normally we bunks back and forth with the carnival thing, but we know, put the whole foot tonight. So he might go educate me on it. And it's a Caribbean thing and a Caribbean culture. All the Caribbean do it, but some people go harder than some. That's what I'm saying.
And what'd you say to him? What'd you say to him?
No.
No. You in the barbershop, you said the last week. What'd you say to him?
No, about Juve.
Yeah, I'm here to be educated.
Okay.
Listen,
Educators.
Juve is basically before Carnival. It's a pre-dawn.
Mm-hmm.
It's range from it's how can I put this? Some people could say it's from the earth, basically. It's because they put on mud and paint and all that. So it's a pre-dawn before the main festivity, which is the mask, the pretty mask, the costume.
Okay.
So Juve basically kicks off Carnival, and it starts from say 12 a.m. at night, and it runs through 10 in the morning.
Okay.
Basically, so it's some countries Juve is different.
Mm-hmm.
So like say in Grenada, their Juve they have one of the best Juves to me in the world.
Okay.
But their Juve is all about oil and paint and everything. And they have a thing called jab, where they have like they put cow horns on the helmet. So like I said, Juve is basically before Carnival. It's before daybreak.
Okay.
It kicks off the Carnival, the 2 days of parade.
You know what Juve was to us?
Yeah.
In Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Damn, look at all these girls.
Oh, there's girls. There's girls. Trust me.
That's why I'm trying.
That's why. Listen. That's why all the men come out.
Yeah, just like Carnival.
That's all the men come out.
I think most Jamaican dudes, we don't even hear the music. It's just like, oh, yeah.
They had music there.
Yeah, that's just what Juve and Carnival is to us. But
also, hold on.
Somebody's here to explain it now.
Didi also can jump in with this.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Didi can I know you deep in it.
Well, for starters, Juve, the word itself means daybreak. For
Yes.
most
Okay.
Caribbean countries, it begins at daybreak, usually at the crack of dawn. As time has passed along, time has been extended. So now you see Juve at, like he said, times like midnight and things of that nature. But for most countries, it used to begin at daybreak because that is what the word itself means. Juve, correct, is a celebration that was done by slaves. The reason that it started at daybreak and that they used mud and oil and other items is because slaves didn't have access to anything else. We have evolved and now we use paint and powder, but they didn't have those things to their access. So they used what was part of their access. I do agree with him that Grenada has one of the best Juves on the planet. And again, one of the things that it makes it so great is the fact that it's so incredibly organic to the island. They still use motor oil and oil like the slaves use. They still make helmets out of leather. They still use skins. They still use the things that their ancestors used. So even though itself has evolved to include other people, it still is organic to that island. And I think that does make for something very special for them.
So when you say motor oil just now,
Car oil.
yeah, I know what you're saying. The motor oil for the like how you guys use it now, the body paint, they would use the oil to put that mask on.
Correct.
Okay.
Again, and slaves had access to petroleum, so that's why Grenada uses oil. is because their slaves used petroleum, and petroleum in its truest form is black.
So this is all the slaves from back in the days from the sugar canes. Am I
Yes.
correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, some
Yes,
carnival,
yes.
So the
Yeah.
word juve is a French term.
yeah. Now, some carnival outlaw the oil, especially down here in Miami, because trust me, they don't want nobody to catch on fire.
Fire burn.
Yeah, they outlaw the oil.
The oil would be
Because
like
yeah, because our juve is held in a park, and like, yo,
So now let me ask some of the our guests right now. Like Aaliyah, are you familiar with any of this stuff as far as carnival is concerned? Have you been to carnival?
No,
Orlando? No?
no.
All right, back home, have you been to it back home?
No.
No. Okay.
well, juve and carnival is a big part of the West Indies.
yeah.
It's a big part of our culture.
Sassy, what about you? You're familiar with it, right? You can hear?
Well,
I don't know.
well, for Jamaicans, you know that carnival was like a upper class celebration in
Uptown
Jamaica.
thing that.
Yeah, that was like an uptown thing for Jamaicans, even in some, because we know that the costumes and all those things are expensive, and the people who you normally see in the parade in carnival in Jamaica is a lot of high official, meaning people in doctors, lawyer, you would never know, and they usually like, they put down the reggae music and the dressing, but when it comes to carnival and people in the skin fit and out there, it was normal, and people in the lower class would normally like protest against it. Not really just go there and protest. They will have their talks about it. They can do that and we can't do that, because carnival always comes out to be an expensive thing. Because when you hear about the costumes, even though they're looking like that, it's very expensive. We always hear that, So people used to look down on carnival in Jamaica a certain way. We know that in the rest of the Caribbean, it's more stronger, even up to this moment. But that's how we usually view carnival as, in Jamaica.
Well, not anymore.
But the point you are coming from right now, letting us know where it's coming from, and this slavery, and it's a part of their dance coming from so far. That's very interesting for me to know right now. I didn't know it was like that. It's good to educate, because I'm sure a lot of young people jumping in it is just for the partying, but don't know the roots of it. Yeah.
So
Well,
recently,
for starters, for myself, I am half Jamaican, so I completely understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I have watched my family see both sides of it and be a little bit concerned. I have those relatives who, like you said, grew up with money and a different level of privilege, who have participated in Jamaica's carnival and carnival throughout the world on a different level for many, many years, especially those family members who are Jamaican and British. But then you have those who, grew up in Jamaica and money wasn't there. And so they have a different outlook on how carnival is. It's one of those weird conundrums that generally only happens on that island.
Yeah.
But not anymore, because right now Jamaica Carnival has become one of the best carnival throughout the world. I mean, like,
recently,
so everybody's
I'll
joining
argue
now. It doesn't belong to the upper class anymore.
No, but it's still an import.
Yeah. It still
I
have
mean,
that.
the
It
import
still have that.
from the other islands, but it's not. It doesn't belong to the upper class anymore.
it's open
Everybody's
to
doing it
everyone.
now
Yeah.
It doesn't
in Jamaica.
It doesn't generate like how you see the regular dancehall would generate.
Yeah, because they're still young in it. Jamaica's still young in the carnival
Carnival
scene,
scene,
but it's getting bigger.
So okay, all right. So recently,
yeah,
this
the Juve
is
in New
what
York
the whole
thing is about.
thing is for this topic tonight. Recently, in New York, during COVID-19, they decided to hell with that. We're going out and we're gonna party. So September 1st, I don't know if I want to mention the promoter's name, but an individual that normally throws it decided to hell with that. I planned it. I needed, I'm still going through with it. So he had everyone come out in Brooklyn like it's a regular day.
Full force.
So now the question is, for that promoter, is it really worth it in the long run? Would you take the risk of someone of hundreds of people getting sick under your name? And if not, if you don't care about that, was the money worth it, or anything like? And then now for the party goers, are you starving that much to party that you're willing to risk something? Now, you may not know what sickness you might have, because people might have it and don't even know they have it.
Yeah.
Or you might have a certain sickness and don't even know because you haven't been to the doctor in a year or so. So you're still taking risk going out there. Now, is it worth it?
Yeah.
On a party level? On a party level. So now I'm gonna throw it to the other two, Aaliyah and Sassy, being as they're not on the usual carnival run. Now, if you got invited to that, would you go or not?
I wouldn't go. Because you just don't know what would happen. The promoter, he's gonna promote. He has a no refund policy. So irregardless, he's gonna get paid. He's just looking at his revenue, Yeah, technically, the percentage-wise for those that contract it compared to those that pass away from it is a small percentage. So he's probably looking at it that way. Like most people get it and recover from it, so it's okay.
I doubt
to
if
him,
he's
but
looking at it.
too broad.
But he's
yeah.
not even rationalizing it like that. He's just like, look, I already planned it. I'm doing it.
Let's do it. But I wouldn't attend.
I saw the video and he had a crowd there. I'm like, that's one thing I know about carnival goers. If there's a vet and they're starving for it, they're gonna say to hell with this damn corona. Yes,
understandable.
I wouldn't go.
Understandable, but not.
Yeah.
That was a regular thing when it was a regular movement. Now you have people dropping like flies. Aaliyah, would you go? Would you go out? She said no.
Yeah.
You said you wouldn't go out either.
I didn't say that.
Oh. She looking like hell yeah, I would go. Go ahead. So what would you do?
I would go.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Good point.
All right, Didi. Here, go ahead.
Yeah, good point. But I've been seeing all these things on the news, the parties and everything. And why should the promoter be blamed? Is it the individual decision to go or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I said that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't in a situation like this. Schools, colleges are opening up and closing back down right now for them same kids going to bars and partying at school and are being sent home now because of the same thing. Nobody pull you. You could stay in your dorm. You could stay home and
they're not from the from the West Indies.
You see what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying the point that the promoter should be blamed.
He knows his people. They're gonna come out.
Well, his people are some
So
crazy
Didi looking like she itching. You would go?
Yeah. Didi's around.
I personally would not go. But since I don't have a horse in this race, I can go there. Jason Ben, the promoter, is not about to lose his coins.
Allegedly.
No. Jason Ben, the promoter, is not about to lose his coins. He doesn't lose his coins 10 years ago. He's not going to lose his coins today. Okay? He made it very clear from July when he started throwing parties in New York, July 2020, he wasn't going to lose his coins. So, all of the people who've been going to his fetes for the last, 6 weeks, they weren't at fete on the 1st. They're not new to this. They've been doing this. They're going to enjoy themselves. They're going to partay and partake. They are not the least bit concerned about whose feelings are hurt because they still paid their $20, $25, $30 to go into his fence.
Okay, so all
That's
right,
how they are. That's how they feel. They're comfortable with that.
Most of his feds are packed or what? I mean, like
Always.
He's known. He's known. So I mean,
so he's big in New York. Then,
yeah,
as
he's
you
known.
say.
So they
He
going to
has
show up.
he has an entire carnival section in Miami that always has at least 300 bodies. Why? Because Jason has been doing this for forever. This is not new. The only reason that it's news is because he happened to come across the radar of a young lady who is a journalist and a very good one. Outside of that, this is not news.
So you know her too.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah.
So it's not about the COVID. It's about the journalists. It's a feud
They have
between
been
him and the
No, it's not a feud. People have been fetting all summer long in New York. I lived in Brooklyn for a good portion of my life. My cousins are still going out. They're still partying. They've been partying all summer long. It just so happened that, again, he came across the radar of a person who has been writing about COVID, who is from the Caribbean community. It is Labor Day coming, and he threw this massive fence. It would be irresponsible on her part, especially as a West Indian, not to write about it. So that's how it became news.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's how I saw it.
Interesting facts, because if
That's
she
how I saw
leaves
it.
out that news, it's like it's a bias. Yeah.
So now, let me ask Aaliyah now, because I'm curious. So you would go party.
Yes.
So what special brew are you drinking back there? The COVID-free brew.
I'm not drinking. I'm not drinking a
A lot of
special
people are pent
brew.
up.
I just believe. I just have faith, and I mean, it is what it is.
Okay.
Sitting
So
in the
you-
house
you-
is not going to stop you from getting what's meant for you to have if you get it. So, I mean, why sit in the house just because those people said COVID is running rampant? That's
Okay.
just me.
Okay, so
Okay.
But the bottom line is just
I see that.
with all these carnivals being canceled, because a lot of people were looking for 2020 with all these carnivals, and with all these carnivals canceled, it's like a lot of them are pissed off. They want to go somewhere. They want to go out to a fete, especially when they come on to West Indian people. They want to go out to a fete. So any fete that's going to allow them to do it, they're going to go, regardless of the situation. They're going to go.
Well, I mean,
New York
right.
does not sleep, and they have been sitting all summer. You cannot expect that New Yorkers who are not accustomed to staying still, we're gonna just lean back on Labor Day weekend. That's not gonna happen.
And see, that's the thing. That's what I was about to say. People
Everybody
been,
looking forward to that.
yo, dude's been shooting videos and still running around.
but all these
Yeah.
things are so weird that Labor Day is coming up, and even Miami now, they're going to open the beach for, it's closed down for so long, and they're going to open it for Labor Day. They're worried in New Jersey about the COVID, but the beach is going to open for Labor Day. So it's just
Yeah, a lot of stuff don't make no
you know.
sense at
A
the
lot
end
of
of the
sense
day.
don't make no yeah, a lot of these stuff don't make no sense.
But one of the main things we were trying to figure out now, as the promoter, even if you do believe that this is just a hoax, or if you do believe that, you know, like Aaliyah said, it is what it is at the end of the day, do you want to risk your name and your brand?
Oh, his brand is big. So I mean, like, I don't think it's going to
Yeah.
take a hit.
But
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, you still rolling the dice.
yeah.
Suppose now, tomorrow you hear that X amount, because remember now, there was an incident in Trinidad where there was a boat ride or something. It was, I think it was like 40 people, and then
Yeah, I heard
like
about
39 people on the boat caught it. You know what I mean? So like, let's just say if all 39 died,
Yeah.
would you want to be that promoter on that boat at that time? You know what I mean? Like, do you just say, all right, you know what, I'm gonna take an L for this year and wish everybody the best. Next year I'll be back bigger and better.
He ain't taking an L.
Okay, I guess
He's
not.
not taking an L. His parties have survived shootings. His parties have survived stabbing. His parties have survived people falling off the boat. His parties have. He's not taking an L.
Trust me, he ain't.
So it is what it is when it comes to that. All right, I'm gonna introduce our other two panelists, our team members. I got Black Republican in the building. Black Republican, what up?
What's up? What's up?
Fresh off that Trump rally, what up? Nisha
This
J's in the
is-
building. Nisha J, what's up? Nisha J,
Hello.
good? Okay, what's good?
What's up, Nish?
Okay, well, y'all on CP time, so I'm gonna have to fill y'all in real quick. We were just talking about
Oh no, I've been watching on
This is Blow. What's up?
on the side. I've been commenting in Facebook. You know.
all right, I need y'all to
Yeah.
turn your volumes down just
I
a
was
tad
gonna
bit.
say, I was gonna say something earlier.
What you gotta say?
Now I was gonna say at the end of the day, when people talk about, I don't know why I'm getting an echo.
Yeah, I'm hearing that.
Me too.
Yeah. Um, when you if you're gonna get sick with if you're afraid of COVID-19, you can get sick going to the store. You can get sick going to doing your everyday activities. Why be so afraid to go to a carnival or a festival or whatever is going on when you can get sick in your everyday activity? If it's meant for you to have something, not going places is not gonna stop it. You're gonna get it. If it's meant for you to die, you're gonna die. Simple as that. You can't fight it, you can't avoid it.
Yeah, it's running through your immunity. If your immunity is
Got a
trash, you
point,
can't go
David.
anywhere.
She got a point, but hot damn. She's like, might as well go party if you're gonna die.
And trust me, like I said,
I understand.
And with this Labor Day coming up, and Miami around the corner, it's going to be a lot of effects, especially with this other guy, Private Ryan. Oh, come on.
Oh yeah.
Oh, trust me. So him and Jason, their parties are always on top. So a lot of people are going to go. They're not going to stay in.
Well, I mean, everyone's been locked up, so
But
I
like
can
she
get
said,
it. But
if
I
it's meant
understand.
for you to have it, you're going to get it.
I understand. I understand where she's coming from. I get it. You know what I mean? And everyone has that decision to make on their own. You know how your body vibes to thing. You know what
Yeah.
you're taking. You know how you move.
And your
You know what I mean? Like we had the discussion.
We're not even talking about how your body operates or your immune system. We ain't even talking about none of that.
Yeah.
Whether it don't care how impeccable your immune system is, if it is meant for you to get something, you're going to get it. If you don't, then you're not. Simple as that. You don't have no type of control. How are you going to be afraid of something you can't control? I never could understand how people can be fearful of something you can't control. The fear only draws it to you. You're drawing whatever you're afraid of to you. So if you're afraid of COVID-19 and you walking around and you saying, "Oh my gosh, I'm so scared I'm gonna catch COVID-19," it's coming to you. It's coming to you because that's what you want to come because you're afraid.
Drawing the energy.
Because earlier on, before the show came on, we was talking on the phone with somebody else, and he's basically the same thing she said.
Yeah.
Because he said his brother called him from Texas, telling him, "Oh, he think he got COVID-19."
I got it.
he said he hung the phone up his face. He said, "First of all, you're from the West Indies. He said we have so much remedies, and you have it." He said he hung up on his face. Yeah, he hung the phone up in his face. He said, "Don't call me about no damn COVID-19."
I think they find the cure. I think they find the cure for it in Miami. The cure for it in Miami is Lysol.
Ain't no Lysol on the shelf anymore. I got people from New York calling me for Lysol too.
One lady says she has 13 cans of Lysol.
About to quit my regular job. Lysol, huh?
She drinking Lysol or something?
She has 13 cases. 13 cans of Lysol.
But what she got it for unless she drinking it?
She want to make sure you don't get any.
No, somebody said I was being sarcastic. I'm asking, what do they do with the Lysol? The beginning
Spray
of
down
this
everything.
COVID-19, I use it to spray my door lock, and it's messed them up. And I just forgot.
Your president. Well, my bad. Black Republicans president told me.
What people don't know is spraying that Lysol gonna bring your immune system down, whether y'all know it or not.
And not only that, it invites other chemicals inside your system.
Surely do. So
Exactly.
it's gonna lower your immune system spraying all that Lysol. I don't spray
Yeah.
nothing.
Me either.
No,
I don't
this
spray
Everybody,
nothing.
they wiping
I don't
wiping
wear
on
a
their whole
mask
body.
if I don't have to. I don't wear a mask
That's
if I
what
don't
we
have to. I walk in stores without one on. If they ask me to put one on, then
Whoa.
Hey, man.
Back up. What she said?
She don't. It's the same thing he said
It
earlier
depends on
on.
the area you live in. Not everywhere requires a mask. So other places with less numbers, you could go to places without your mask.
Get him on the line, man.
it's a requirement here, and I still don't be putting it on.
Yeah.
Well, today on the news, 800 people on Miami Beach so far. As
Yeah,
getting
you know what it is.
tickets.
I don't even trust the numbers.
And
The
I'm
numbers
going to
they just
Miami.
don't kill off, man.
And I'm
ticket-
going to Miami the end of the month
And she what?
to a
Oh, she said
party.
she going to
Well,
Miami.
she
and
coming to
then
Miami.
Yeah, you gotta wear your mask down there.
Trust me. Like
You'll be
I said,
ticketed.
like I said, we had a conversation earlier on in the night.
They're ticketing people down there for
Every word come out of your mouth, that person said the same shit.
That's
No, we had a
okay. That's
conversation
fine.
earlier on.
I'm gonna be indoors
No,
anyway.
sir. Yeah, we need that in your line. But
All right, so we got a situation with that. We understand now that promoter, it's about the bag. It's about the bag at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, yes, it is. Certain things is inevitable. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. You know how you move. You know how your energy
and I'm pretty
is.
sure somebody's gonna try to hit the street Monday.
Oh,
Yeah, but
Somewhere
here's the
another-
thing though. How
There's
come
gonna
nobody
be
don't say
backyard
nothing?
parties and all that stuff. Barbecues are still going on.
Somebody gonna hit that.
You know what I mean?
Somebody gonna hit the street on
Regardless,
Monday.
at the end of the
And
day.
there will definitely
Okay,
be a shooting.
So who dropped that one now? Yeah, who got OC? Yeah. Okay. Oh, somebody said, I'm trying to go party. Okay. It's the party's on. Okay, the second part of the show now. That was the main thing for tonight. It was all, what do you do when your spouse does not support your dream? What do you do?
Move on.
Say move on?
No.
Hey, bullshit.
No.
No, I'm just jumping. No.
Okay.
You get them
So
to pay
to
for
anyone
it
on
some
the
way
panel,
somehow.
say
Make
again.
them finance it you make them finance it some way somehow. You skim some money and you support your dreams.
Man, listen, I see it different. You don't support the dream. This ain't a team. I'm good. I'm out.
You realize that your dream can be somebody else's nightmare.
Yeah,
Listen to you.
that's
Talk
true.
about.
It's true.
And it could be a lotto ticket
Your
for you
dream can be
too.
someone else's nightmare.
Man.
It could be.
All right, break that down. Break that down.
Go ahead, Didi. We wait.
Break that down. Break it down.
Everybody's dream is not necessarily based in reality. And sometimes your dream not being based in reality can become a nightmare for the person who is standing next to you because it can drain them emotionally, spiritually, and financially. And if they did not feel a level of frustration with you at the beginning of it, by the time the money starts to disappear, the stress, the time, the extra effort, and everything else, not only will they resent you, but you will really find out how that person reacts under crisis. Your dream can be somebody else's nightmare.
I understand that point. Now,
It depends on what the dream
now
is.
don't
though.
get me wrong. Now you
Depends
do
on what the
have
dream
some couch dreamers.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Those are the dudes or the
I wanna-
female that sit on the couch.
I want to do this.
You know
I
what I'm
want to do
saying?
that. I want, yeah.
Right, but not actually going out and making it
And putting
happen.
the
Going
work.
to do putting in the work. Now I understand that part of it. But now let's say now this person here wants to be, you know, a actress or you know, something to that effect. All right,
Yeah,
or an entrepreneur, just want to open up a business or something. Okay, and that person is actually going out and grinding and trying to put the money to the side and sacrificing and doing things, and all they asking for is a little support, a little understanding that either that person is coming in super late, or that person, you know, can't go to the party with you, or you know, certain things you want to go, you know, eat dinner here and saying, look, right now I got to put the money towards certain things to make this dream happen. You're like, you always put the money towards this so-called dream. What about that person? Didi,
It's going to
what
be
about
hard.
that person?
Oh,
It's
okay.
gonna
I
be
didn't
hard.
know if the question was directed at me.
No, it's
Yeah.
directed to whoever. I'm messing with you.
I think it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard, period, because you know that obviously you guys are not on the same level, and you know you're going to question certain things, and what may seem like a good idea to the person who has the dream may not be this, you know, same intention for the spouse or the family member, whoever they're living with. I have something, a situation where I can relate personally, and I can definitely say that, you know, I've had family members who have pursued certain aspirations and weren't successful at it, and more or less upset the other family members were like, well, we told you so, or look where you're at now, or look all this time that you wasted, kind of like thing. And that's where I totally agree with Dee. I think my eyes are so bad, I need my
Yeah, it's
contacts.
Didi, yeah.
Yes, Didi,
Yes,
yeah.
I agree with Dee completely, because it can be draining, and that's negative to the person who's setting the goals. Like, you don't need that negativity around you, especially when you're trying to achieve something. But then also, you know, I feel if you're the person that don't agree, y'all should at least come to, like, let's set a goal or a set. If this doesn't happen within 4 or 5 months,
Stop.
6 months, a year, right? Let's be reasonable. Let's come to a compromise. Then you have to choose some other kind of way. Like, give yourself limits. Give that person limits if you do not agree with what they're doing. That would be my advice for anybody who's going in that direction.
That's
I
what.
agree with
But
that.
are you gonna say that?
I agree with that.
Are you gonna say that to your partner? Like, I'm not getting the support. You're not supporting me. Or you gonna say, actually,
she's
tell
showing
the
that.
person?
Still, she's showing support, but like she said, she's giving you a limit, 6 months to a year. Let's see how.
There's no
let's see how-
limit. There's no
Yeah.
limit when you're trying to
I was
do
about
something
to say,
that you that
when
has
you
something to
got
do with
that-
your dream. You can't
Can't.
put a
To get-
limit on that.
Can't.
You
'Cause you're
can
gonna have
to a
that
sense, Aaliyah. You can't, because to a sense, especially, all right, I'm gonna give you an example financially. Suppose I say to my husband, I'm quitting my job. I'm gonna be that professional stripper that I've always wanted to be. I just need to take the
No.
classes, get in shape, which takes time to do. So give me 6 months, right? He's gonna be like, all right, by 6 months, you better be looking like Cardi
Better
B.
be the best stripper.
You
Right.
better be trim. You better be ready. Suppose 5
pole
months,
in
I
your
still
bedroom.
can't climb the pole because I don't have the arm strength. Because everything
Yeah.
incorporates and such. So then at that point, you have to say, well, he's been putting up with the bills for 6 months. How else? It's only fair if you give somebody a limit and say, well, I support your dream, but I'm giving you this amount of time. And then once you set
No.
that set, then you attain another dream.
Aaliyah,
I mean, another set.
hold on, Aaliyah, let me jump on
if
that
you're
one.
gonna say you finna quit your job, then this is what I'm gonna say. You're not quitting your job. You better do that part-time when you off and work on that as you're working for 6 months.
Well,
And then
believe
we'll
it-
see if you accomplish what you do. You ain't finna quit no
But-
job just off the
But
strength
believe
of
it or
that you
not,
wanna
Aaliyah,
go
a lot of
do this.
people say F the job and I'm quitting. And Corey, you better shut up, because yes, I can do it in 6 months. What you was about to say? Huh?
No, ain't that.
Hold on, why Corey got to show up? I want to know.
Ain't that.
I want to
Ain't
know.
that.
I
Ain't
want to
that.
know why Corey got
No,
to show up.
ain't that. I'm just saying. I was same situation that Aaliyah was saying. When you have that itch, when you got that dream that's just, yo, for instance, I've been beating on lunchroom tables for years. I've been around many entertainers for years. Nisha, you know. You understand what I'm saying? I've been many places. So this itch is never gonna die. This itch is never gonna die. Anytime I get somebody, first thing off rip, I'm letting you know I got a mistress. I let you know I got a mistress. And she ain't going nowhere. That means don't compromise me when it comes to my my God-given gift of what I do. Because I'm going to do that. You know, some females want to tell you, yo, like you said, you got a time limit, or, you know, it's either me or the you know, whatever your dream is. But yeah, you're going to lose that battle. Stop. Because when it comes to, if you got something, I'm going to tell you straight up, if God gave you a gift, I'm never going to step in and tell you, oh, we're going to work it out.
Yeah, but some people got that gift.
Who told you God gave you the gift? That's what I
Who
got.
told you
That's
he
what I
did?
want to know first.
Who told you he
Now,
did?
I never said it. You said God gave. If God gave this person a gift, then I need to know who said God gave you that gift.
Well, some
I'm trying
people
to find out.
they have a
Did
talent
he?
for,
Did
for
God?
now,
Did God
some
give
people
you
have a
that
talent
gift?
for
And what?
painting. Some people have a talent for painting. Some people can sing their ass off. Some people can make beats. Some people, everyone has something out here.
Yeah.
Something, and some don't because they don't challenge themselves to figure out what that is.
Okay. I was just gonna say.
You understand what I'm saying? So if
Well,
you don't challenge
well,
yourself to understand what that is, then that's
Well,
you.
I'm gonna say this. I don't know whether y'all saw if y'all seen the Muhammad Ali movie or not, but
Yeah.
on that part where he was talking to his wife and his wife said, when she questioned him when he was getting ready to go fight, and he said, "You don't think I could win?" And she didn't say nothing. Did you notice that they got a divorce soon right after that?
Because in her mind, she was thinking he can lose. He gonna lose.
And look where he become.
And he won.
He divorced her right after that. He ain't go back.
That's the mistress.
So cut off that person.
She wasn't no mistress. But what I'm saying is,
No, the dream was the mistress. The dream.
His art.
What I'm saying is the whole thing about it is when you have a partner, if that's supposed to be your spouse, they should, as a spouse, they should support you whether they believe in your dream or not. They're supposed to be there to support you in your dream. So when you're with someone and they're not supporting you in whatever you believe to be however it comes out or however it plays out, even though whether it's to your, even whether the time is not to your expectations or not, you need to move on because that person is no longer being a spouse connecting with you to support you, because that's what a spouse does. And if that's not what's happening, then that's not a spouse.
But yeah,
I mean,
Who said they don't? Oh, go ahead, Didi.
I feel like that's what I do. I'm gonna lead their ass because my thing is this. I'm not gonna sit here and talk to you about. I can't talk to you about it. I ain't gonna be able to do nothing. You ain't gonna be able to relate. We ain't gonna have nothing to talk about. As soon as I meet somebody and we can talk about all those things together, you done. Your ass is grass. So it ain't even no point. It ain't even nothing. I'm not even gonna play with you. And I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like, okay, I'm gonna compromise with you and this is what I'm gonna do. No, I'm not gonna say none of that because I don't know where it's gonna go. So the fact that me saying that I don't know where it's gonna go, I need to be on my own and tackle my dream on my own. Period.
But
that's being considerate and respectful to the person that you with. You shouldn't even if you expect, you shouldn't expect anybody to do anything because everybody ain't gonna go along with what you want. But the thing is that you give them more respect to walk away if that's something that they can't handle, because you're finna open up a whole nother can of worms by staying and doing something contrary to what they want you to do. Y'all gonna be fighting like cats and dogs, and it's gonna be about that very thing
all day.
So what you're saying, like, why don't you just make that person go off their own without you let them, or you just, like a dude, you just keep riding your dreams, keep going at your dreams, and if she says, how long you gonna do this, you just let her walk her way out instead of you tell her, I can't deal with this no more, you gotta go.
What you saying? You want her to just leave on her own?
Yeah,
she ain't gonna leave on her own. You gotta tell her she gotta go.
So you don't like confrontation?
She gotta go. She gotta go.
So you saying that don't like to talk about it?
Yo, she's not gonna just get up and say, all right, you know what? I'm gonna leave. That's not gonna happen.
Boy, she's
You
having
gotta
a
tell her.
That's what I
You
walked
gotta sit
away.
down and let her know, like, look.
Go ahead, Didi.
I disagree because I walked away. I did it.
Yeah, I know.
I
you walked
walked
away.
away.
She did.
Okay. I walked away.
Hold on. But who had the dream though?
I gave his dream a solid 3 years.
Wow.
3 years.
Ooh, sounds like-
and then I
sounds
was
like a
like, you
plan.
know what? This is costing me financially, emotionally, and spiritually. And I'ma go.
You waited too
And
long.
I wished him I wished him the best. I wanted for him. And he did eventually reach his dream. But it wasn't meant for me to take that journey with him.
This is what a lot of this is the difference between men and women. Women are going to be more supportive of men's dreams sometimes. And then you have
That's not
men.
true.
I said sometimes. I didn't
Sometimes.
say all the time.
Okay.
So
Alright.
you have men have more leniency because they're the natural providers and they take care of their woman. So they naturally be like, okay, well, baby, if you want to quit the job, go on and quit. I got us. Do what you got to do, this and that and the third. They'll be more lenient. But the thing is this, as a man, if you have a dream that you're trying to pursue, and I would tell any man this, any boy, my children, my sons, if you have a dream that you're trying to pursue that journey alone. Don't involve a wife or don't involve another person in that. Pursue your dream alone unless that person is on the same path as you. If they come in and that's the path they're on too, then deal with it. But if you're pursuing something, because as a man, when they want something, they're going to go straight to that. And they're not going to have time for this person, ain't going to have time for that. If it's something that they're really pursuing, they're not going to put the time and energy on the other things because they're pursuing that one thing. And until they get that one thing right, because they only got a one-track mind. I don't know if y'all know that or not, but men only got a one-track mind. So they only focusing on that one thing.
I disagree with the one track thing, but go ahead.
After they achieve what they want, after they achieve whatever it is they want, then they feel like, okay, I can breathe now. Now I can, chill with Shorty over here. We can do our thing, and I can kind of, give her a little bit more of my time, like I couldn't before because I was so focused on what I was doing. That's just the reality of it. Y'all might disagree, but I bet you any one of y'all in y'all lifetime, y'all did that very thing. Y'all was hunching on the side. It wasn't really about nothing at the time. You weren't focused on nothing. If she asked you what her favorite color was, you probably didn't know.
Pink.
Because you weren't listening. You weren't listening when she was talking to you. You weren't paying attention.
Didi.
That's the most neutral one you go from. Red and pink.
That's on both sides though.
But now, hold up.
Everybody
I'm
says
waiting to
that.
double dutch. Let me get in on this one. Hold up. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm trying to say, Didi, with him achieving what he was trying to achieve with you, and you said he reached the goals that he wanted to do. How do you feel within you?
Oh, I'm proud of him because leaving him led me to my husband. So we both found ourselves in a different place where we were supposed to be. He needed time.
Go ahead, Didi.
He needed time. And I was ready to be in a different place. I was ready to be a wife, and he still wanted to pursue his dreams. And that was good for him. And I prayed for him, and I was hopeful for him. And with him being faithful to his plan, I continued to be faithful to mine. He became a world-renowned DJ, and I became a wife. You see how everybody got what they wanted? Sometimes it's not meant to go that way.
You used to date Khaled? Look at it.
Actually, now he's Akon's DJ.
Wow.
Didi, let me ask you this.
Now he's Akon's DJ.
That's
Let me
good
ask
still.
you this,
So you at your own place, and and you achieve and he achieved. That's good. You weren't supposed to be the DJ wife, and he wasn't
No.
supposed to be. Yeah, that's good. I see nothing
So
wrong with
Dee,
it.
let me ask you this. So during the 3 years that you supported him, do you think he was progressively working towards his goals, or was it kind of like there's some degree of lag?
There was a bit of lag. He did some things that I wasn't comfortable with. One of the things that I will say paused me in particular was in wanting to pursue his dream, he dropped out of college. While I am wholeheartedly for people doing what is necessary for them, I was on a path where I saw a future where I needed to eat. And if you have disregarded for the time being your education for a plan that you are uncertain of, at that time in my early 20s, I wasn't comfortable enough to say, okay, well, maybe we can make this work. For me, that was a no-go. Because I was looking at it from the perspective of I'm graduating, you not graduating, how we gonna move forward?
3 long years.
How we gonna make money?
As Aliyah said. 3
I mean,
years.
because I knew how I was gonna make money, but how was we gonna eat? At that point, I felt like it got to the point where I was like, okay, you know, we weren't at the same place because his dream was taking a bit longer to pursue. And quite honestly, his dream wasn't a cheap dream. It came with a bit of cost. And, you know, DJ equipment and stuff like that is not cheap. And you let go of, you know, your backup plan in a sense. His backup plan was gone because you dropped out of college.
See, all right.
So
let me jump in
it was
real
time
quick.
to go.
So now I understand that, and that goes back to the point where I was making. If you got a couch potato with a dream, but never picked his ass up off the couch.
Well, he wasn't a couch potato though.
But either way, it still comes with sacrifices. Like she said, there was a lag sometime. Now, if you're trying to be a DJ, you got to be out there. You got to be practiced. Now, if she saw him come in after school, let's say, and he's up all night practicing, and she progressively seen that, oh, he's getting better. She probably look at it a little different. And if he went and hunt down now to go to different clubs to try and get some spots, she'd probably say, okay. She see he get his first spot, second spot, and he start to gradually build. You understand? Then you would understand. Some females now going back, going back with what Aliyah was saying with the female and male situation. What I've noticed before is that, like she said, fellas, the guys will just do your thing. You know what I mean? Do your thing. There's no really. I've never seen a guy tell a female, "Yo, you got 6 months." You know what I mean?
Right.
No,
I've never seen that.
No,
I've never seen a guy say, "Yo, you got 6 months." You got 6
Because men
months.
don't walk into relationships for security.
Exactly. And that's what I was just about to say. The man is supposed to be the head of the household, so he has to stay in his lane. So when you have somebody stepping out of that, then you're taking the security away from the woman and you're taking the stability. So
Understandable, and I understand that, and I get that. So the thing, what I'm saying right now is that men don't usually put the time frame situation, so there's no sweat beating down the side of your face opposed to us. You know what I mean? So now, once y'all tell us it's 6 months or something, and again, when it comes to that type of thing, I don't believe in that pressure game.
Yes.
See what I'm saying? I don't believe in that pressure game because, again, now that person got to move how the energy and everything. And like I said, it takes sacrifice. You got to get up and you got to really make something happen. If you got to set some goals, you got to do things. You got to do things. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I just believe you can't just say I support you and don't support. You can't just give them the word.
You got to show it.
And yeah, understand? You can't just give them the word and then that's it. Yeah, I support you. And then when the person is up,
but they don't mean it.
No, and then when the person's up late night now doing things, you asking them, are you coming to bed? Hell no. Because I got 6 months and you cutting into my time right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hell no. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? Oh, are you gonna make breakfast? Hell no.
I'm talking about
you cutting in my time right now. I got 5
so
months.
that just solidifies what I said about men being only focusing on one thing. You just heard what he just said.
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear what you
6
said.
months.
No, I didn't hear what you said.
You gotta focus.
And that further validates my statement. That further validates my statement because you don't even remember what I said. Don't worry about it. Rewind the tape.
No, we heard perfectly what you said. We just ain't agreeing with your ass.
So what you're saying, if we are going for that career, we can think about she,
and we're not listening to her.
Huh?
You're not focused on anything else.
That's bullshit because the last time you was on the show, you said if you want to get something, what you say? You do it in the right space, the right time. Am I right or wrong?
Know what you talking about.
I do know. Okay, I'm gonna break it down. You said you gotta be, hello, babe. Am I right or wrong? When the two of y'all are in that comfort zone, you know what I'm talking about, right?
I remember that part. Go ahead.
Oh man, you too old. God damn it.
I remember that part. Go ahead.
Yo, all the rest of the young members.
I'm trying to see how he finna bring it full circle.
Yo, hold up, Papa Smurf. Don't remember what we talking about. Right?
What last show? What last show? Last week?
No, when she made the point. I don't know if Nisha. I know Black Republic. You remember what she was talking about, right? She said, "Listen,
don't try to add to me.
No, do not cut me off. Do not cut me off. Do not cut me off. Here's the deal. You said, yo, when you wanna if you wanna talk to your man, okay, and you don't try to talk to your man outside of the bedroom. You talk to your man inside of the bedroom. You say the right things at the right time with the right. Am I right or wrong? Is that not what you said?
What does that have to do with what I just said?
Oh my God. Is it just me?
Yeah.
It had everything to do with what you said.
Anybody know what he's talking about? Does anybody else know what he's talking about?
You said men can't focus on other things. I said, you said that other thing.
You would have a conversation.
If you want me to focus on that now, do the damn thing like what you said in the last show then. If you saying that, he's not going to come out and he's not going to say, okay, I can go out with you today and I can focus on my goal. You understand what I'm saying? Then do what you said. Oh, see?
So you're asking her to be a distraction.
Y'all be changing the rules of the games. Y'all be changing the rules of the games, man.
You're losing. You're losing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard what he said.
Fail.
Blacks, refresh my memory.
I don't know
Now
what
we're
just
gonna need transcripts.
Nobody's on your team. Sorry.
I don't know what just happened. What just
Blacks,
happened?
refresh my memory. I don't remember that shit.
You was
They don't even know what
This was like 2 shows ago though.
They don't even know what
That was like 2 shows ago.
Barcam, what's good? Barcam, what's good?
That was 2 shows ago.
Queens in the house. Barcam was good.
2 shows ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, pull up the tape, Claire.
Pillow talk. Oh yeah, pillow talk.
Pillow talk, basically.
Pillow talk.
Pillow talk.
God,
No, I didn't say I didn't remember. What I said was, what does that have to do with him focusing on a dream?
I just said, no. Forget about the dream. Forget about the dream. Forget about the dream, boo boo. Boo boo. Yeah, boo boo. Forget about the dream. What I'm saying to you is, at that point, you're saying that men can't focus on 2 different things, basically. I can't focus on my dreams and still bullshit. You said if that's the case, refocus me. You know what I'm saying? Like if my dream is over here,
no, you can't refocus. You can't
over here. That's what I'm saying.
No if you're focused
but
on
when did
one
I
thing,
become an assistant to your dream?
Hey, what?
So what, Didi?
Didi.
I said, when did she become an assistant to your dream?
Didi, talk to what?
Oh my God. Yo, listen, hold on. You know what it is? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. Hold on, wait a minute.
What is 9:58? It's
you know what I'm saying? Didi, you're a dream buster. You're a dream buster.
Are you sleepy? You sleepy? Yeah, I think you need some rest.
I'm for 4 hours. Word up. I'm charged up right now.
No, you charged down.
Didi, what you call him? An assistant dreamer?
Some people are perpetual dreamers. They dream, and don't really put anything much into action. So you don't want to invest your time and support into that type of a person. I wouldn't.
And, and you don't find out until it's too late.
I
I'm
was
not
in a
gonna-
relationship, but this person didn't technically have a dream. But one thing about males, they're always going to they're always going to do things on their own time. And that's any person. People are going to do things on their own time. So when you're in the background and you're saying, well, don't you need to be doing this? Well, don't you need to go get the certification? Or don't you need to go do that? They're going to do it when they get ready. There's nothing that you're going to be able to do to make that person go faster than what you want them to, because everything is going to seem like they're moving slow.
Seems
So
like
with
you're
that being said, when you're dealing with things that a person has to take care of as far as business or even things that are of importance in their lives, that doesn't have anything to do with you, they're going to do those things on their own time. I was with the person that had a lot of things that he needed to take care of in his life. In order for him to take care of those things, that's the only way that we were going to be able to grow. He was moving very slow. Push come to shove, he finally came to the realization that, you know what, I need to take care of these things, and I'm not able to be the man that I need to be for you. So we end up separating. Ask me how long it took him to do what he needed to do.
5 years.
Not long. Not long.
How long? Yeah, go ahead.
Huh?
I'm asking, how long?
10
5
years.
Wow.
10 years.
Let her
This
answer.
boy has OCD for real.
Hold on, man. Hold up, player.
And had I sat there and tried to assist him or be with him based off of how long it was going to take him to do what he needed to do, I'd have been so far ahead of him, it would have been unreal, and it would never work.
So he
That's
was
why you
moving
got to
like-
let people do things on their own.
So he was moving like a snail.
His own pace.
I mean,
very slow.
However he felt like he wanted to do it. And that's with anybody. That's just like when you get ready to get up and cut the yard, you gonna get up and cut the yard. Just because she may want you to do it on Saturday, you might not want to feel like doing it on Saturday. You're gonna do it on Sunday.
But does a lot of guys bring their dreams to females?
Yeah.
It's a lot of what?
Does a lot of guys like put their dreams to their partner, tell them point blank, this is what I want to do, or they just see them going in and out and don't even know what they're doing behind the scene? Don't you think so?
A lot of them discuss it.
If they don't know what they're doing behind the scenes, then you need to sit down and have a conversation.
Exactly.
Just like I said before, you don't just say, well, you don't know what I'm doing in the background. If I don't damn know what you're doing in the background, this is over. So I need to know what's going on in the background too.
Call you Edward Scissorhand. Shit, you be cutting motherfuckers off. Snip. Yo,
I mean, hey.
your dream came true. Not yet, babe. Snip. It's like, damn.
Listen, it's not, that's not cutting people off, but I don't look at it as cutting people off. I look at situations like that as letting people live freely like they want to live. That's respect to me. That's giving a person respect, because when you try to resist or fight something that somebody else wants to do freely, then you're the problem. So I don't ever want to be a person's problem. I'm gonna let you do what you want to do. So you're gonna live freely, because I'm gonna live freely.
But Leah, as would you give your
we see that?
would you give your blessing like how Didi says she give her blessings?
For 3 years.
She gave it.
Of course.
Meaning give your blessing. Like, wish that person well, and maybe mention it to him. I wish you well, and I'm glad to see that you achieve. Will you do that?
Of course. Yeah, why not? It's
Dude
not
is
like I'm
like,
just
I
gonna be
wanna hear
like,
that
I don't want nothing to do with you. Don't ever speak to me again. I'm not that way. I wish you well in your endeavors, and if I can help you, I'm gonna help you too. Simple as that. But I'm not gonna But until you're able to play your position properly, then holler at me when you're ready.
Not when I'm
I will
rich.
say this. It is easier for a woman to feel comfortable with wishing that person well. It's easier for a woman to feel comfortable wishing that person well when she is able to move on and be able to go forward with her own life. It becomes a problem waiting for somebody else's dream drags you down with them.
And you're restricting everybody's growth. Everybody's growth is being restricted based off what you want to do. That's why if you're making a decision, if you're still in the process of doing things that you want to do for you and not for everyone, you need to be by yourself.
Yeah, but that's like the guy who dumped. That's like the guy who the girlfriend dumped him, and 3 weeks after he win the lotto.
So what?
It just wasn't meant to be.
It's not. Yeah, it's not like I hope she ain't go back trying to beg. Decision is. Because I don't care. I don't care what you got materialistically. I don't care whether you attained it after me, but after I broke up with you, I don't give a damn. If I'm done with you, I'm done. Simple as that. I'm not gonna be like, oh, let me go holler at him. He done got all this money. Let me go holler at him because we was tight. No, nigga, you in the same position you was in mentally when I left you. Your mental mindset has not changed. The money you may have got some more money, but your mental mindset has not changed. Right. And if your mental mindset is still the same as it was when you got the money, then it's still not gonna progress.
What's that behind you? What's that behind you, Aaliyah? What's that behind you?
What's what?
What's that behind you?
What?
Is that a scissors? Snip, snip, bitch.
Terrible.
She is the
but nobody should get in any kind of involvement with anybody if they don't have the time for the person. If you don't have time to grow your shit and you trying to squeeze in other stuff, it's always gonna be a problem. You got to have time for all of that.
That's only respect. That's why I say it don't have nothing to do with cutting a person off. It's respecting other people. People don't understand that. When I tell people that, people don't understand that they don't understand you're respecting them. I respect what you're trying to do, but you're gonna have to do it on your own. That's respect.
Yeah.
I just want to see that guy's face when you gave him the respect.
No, as he said, he was being a man, and he's due. So he saw what was going on. So he came and told me. I didn't have to say anything.
I know, but believe me, when he get back to that spot where all his boys, he's like, "Fuck that bitch." He's trying to hear that shit. Understand it?
No, but the problem is though, is a lot of people, man, they sit down comfortably and allow a lot of shit to go down. Like people are slack. Like if you're a team on a movement and you allow that person to slack and just chill and sit down and waste a whole bunch of time, then you ain't doing your part as a partner or a teammate. You know what I mean? So if you let somebody get cut on casual, then you're failing on your part. So both of y'all might as well split.
I heard something today, matter of fact, about people being a power couple or people trying to work together as a couple to become a power couple. Do you think that's a realistic thing nowadays?
You gotta have passion in each other's dreams, man.
No. To me, both of them become a power couple when they already.
Or is that only when you're established
when
already?
They establish themselves already. Then they got together and they say, "Oh, they're a power couple." Yeah, man.
So you telling me that the regular people nowadays, the 9-to-5ers, can't become that?
Yeah, they can become that. But like for instance, we're saying this we're basing this off of the stars that's out there. The one that's calling themselves power couple, the Jay-Z and the Beyonce and the so-called Will Smith and Jada. Right. They was already established. But people put that name on them. Oh, they the power couple. Damn that. He became power already. She became strong already. And like to me, that's not a damn power couple.
To get their money.
They didn't build together.
So then for the black families, what I'm saying is,
well, no, it depends on how you define success. Do you only define it by financial gain, or do you define it as setting goals and working towards those goals and achieving those goals. Because if you do that, you're still successful, even if
I
compared
totally
to
agree.
someone else, your financials are not the same as someone or another couple. But you set goals, you work towards it, you achieve it, you're successful. So
They're only thinking about financially. I
That's a power.
pretty much think that's all they're thinking about.
Well, I mean, they say that if you like you making power moves or whatever, that's the same concept. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever you're doing together, like you're perfect teammates or you're a good fit. Like you have Jordan and what I'm saying, Jordan and Pippen on the court. You know what I'm saying? They were a power couple in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Because the two of them, their chemistry works so well together. So it's pretty much the same concept.
Doesn't mean financial wise.
So now for the
No.
black families, nowadays,
mhm.
the black families nowadays, should we work more towards a unified situation as far as coming together for one goal and for all of us sacrificing together and moving towards that one goal, or is that just a dream?
That's already a
That's
mistake.
never a dream. That's never a dream.
So can it be accomplished?
That's the life or death. You got to come together.
You
If
have
we
to.
don't come together as black people, we done for. Everybody around us coming together and taking all our shit
Yeah.
while we distracted on
I-
some dumbass movements.
Go ahead,
See,
We
but
gotta
I'm
come together.
concerned because he said something that I don't necessarily believe in. You said everybody has to do this for one goal. Everybody may not have the same goal. You have to have a plan. Your goals and your plans may not necessarily be singular. So are you only moving with what if that one plan doesn't work? Like, what's your backup?
No, but he meant as a unit though. Like you can have separate
Yeah, but
units
that's
for
what I'm
different
saying.
goals.
Even if you
But
yeah,
we got but
okay,
those
'cause
people
that's where
within
I was
that unit for that
concerned.
goal got to come together.
Support each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I think
Because the thing is, it's better if we do things together than separate.
Oh, go ahead, Dini.
I said I have a question mark always about what support is. I think that Black people in particular have a very narrow and singular point of view on what support looks like. And that's one of the reasons why we happen to fail, is because what one person sees as support is not necessarily what works in every situation.
As an
And I think that's sort of what fails.
Because some men will say, I support you, I support you, and then when you ask them, well, can I get $100? Then they don't support you.
Right. Right.
And they say, okay, well, I was talking about support, I was talking about just saying, rooting for you,
Support in theory.
Correct. Correct.
I thought you needed a jump, or like a battery jump. I'll support that.
No, but
I thought it doesn't have to be a financial gain.
No. I mean, all right. Don't get me wrong. That's on both sides of the fence. That's on both sides of the fence. Females do the same things. Brothers, you can't really look at her and ask her for $100. They look at you like you're crazy or something. So, I mean, those both sides of the fence.
you can't ask a female for that.
But you can. That's not true. That's not true. You can come and ask for the $100. What is your plan for the $100?
Why do you gotta ignore
Black
my
women
plan?
don't have a problem giving you money. We want to know what you plan to do with it.
Why should you do that?
Yeah.
I've had female friends that have helped me out financially. It's because I'm there for them too. You know what I mean? It's all in the team, man.
Why do you gotta explain what you're gonna do with that
$100?
$100? Because
Q, it's an investment. Where's my money? What is it going to be invested in? What are you doing with it? How much am I going to earn on this investment? What's my ROI? What's my return on in my investment? That's what I want to know.
But when I gave you the money,
I didn't ask.
I didn't ask. I know that you're gonna pay some bills out of it. I don't know what you're gonna do out of it for your.
You could have asked. You just chose.
That's not true.
Yeah. I mean,
But y'all don't give a damn. Y'all want to give you the money because when you get ready to want some coochie, you want to be able to go get some coochie. That's right.
No dude in his right mind is gonna
That's why
give.
That's why they don't ask no questions.
So wait, hold on. Is this a give or a borrow? Because I feel
Right.
like two sides of the story. Because if you borrow, and that's when I need to know where you need it for. Because you may be asking me again, or I may not get my money back. But if it's a give, then it means it needs no explanation. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm giving you $100, I don't need an explanation for it. I don't know, but if I'm borrowing, I need to know why, because how are you gonna make that money back to give it back to me?
Exactly. Yeah. I'm not gonna give my wife the money.
It don't matter whether it's a borrow or a gift. All of it is a gift.
I want to know what the coochie part.
No, Edward Scissorhands.
She's from California.
Edward Scissorhands right there, boy.
Everything is a gift in California. I watch on the TV, man. But
that's what I just want to know where the coochie part coming in.
They want to know where the coochie part
coming in. Where it come in?
Yeah,
you know where it come in.
Where it come in?
Stop acting like you don't know.
So what you think? All dudes now, if we throw you the $100, we expecting that back in coochie collateral?
That's
yes.
In the back of your minds, yeah.
No. Hey, you see how this is, fellas? They say we think about finance. Now they thinking we trying to get up in them sheets. You know what I mean? What if we respect the movement
if
of
you were
female
about
friends on the
business, you would ask how you getting it back. If you about business, you want to know how you're getting your money back because you have invested in this and you want to know how you are getting a return. That is business. You're not asking no. You already had it in your mind how you going to get it back.
but that depends on the person, though. That depends on the person. Not everybody you're gonna ask that question to, and not everybody you're expecting to give you back some payment and skin. You know what I'm saying? It all depends. If you're real close with somebody and you know they past and you know their history and stuff like that, you're not gonna question them like that if they down and out.
Yeah, unless you throwing out that.
Now if you're doing some business and they just associate or whatever the case is, then that's a little different.
I want
so I got a question. Can I get $100 from any one of y'all?
I'll give it to you. And that way you don't have to worry about if I'm
this
giving
not
it
including you, Nisha. This not including you. This only the men.
Well, you asked.
Can I get 100? Can y'all somebody cash out 100? One of y'all cash out $100?
What is it for?
You want it or you want to borrow it?
What is it for?
No, what? Wait a minute. What you asking? What it's for?
Because I'm saying this is business.
We just finished saying that. You know why you want to know what it's for?
Because I'm not like the rest of them. I need to know where my money's going.
See how that work? Y'all see how that work?
Exactly. How's it work?
That fast. Y'all don't even realize what y'all be doing.
Y'all be doing what?
Hold on, man. Hold on. Let me talk.
Here you go.
No. I'm gonna argue this with you, Leah, because I could legit ask Norris for $100 and he give it to me tomorrow.
Hell yeah!
I know.
Right. That's because of the relationship that you probably have with him.
But this is what I said earlier. It all depends on who you are, what's your relationship, how long you know the person. Because you have history.
But it's not about. It's not about what the reason is as far as them asking what you're using it for. It's the fact that if he gives it to her, he's just gonna send it, whether he's gonna just send it or whether he's gonna ask questions or whether he's gonna want it back or whatever the case may be. And that's on, like you said, that's on their relationship, the relationship that they have. But 9 times out of 10, if you asking somebody that you're building a relationship with and y'all building on a relationship and you say, okay, well, can I need a couple of $100? Can I get a couple $100? They ain't just finna just give you the money. They gonna ask some questions about what they giving you, and then the next thing the next thing after that, listen. The next thing after that, they're gonna be asking you, what you got going? Let's go hang out. Let's do something. What's going on?
You love it.
I'm starting to question the dudes you used to hang with, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
We gonna get together.
I'm starting to question it.
Where you at?
You shouldn't be questioning because you probably just pay you.
Not all
Probably
See this one? Hey, don't try to slide the narrative, all right? Because I'll put you under the spotlight.
Hold on.
No, you didn't.
Remember, you can't put everybody. This goes for men and women. You can't put everybody under the same blanket.
I'll tell you about the rooter and the tutor. I'll tell you about both. You can't put me on the spotlight. You can't do it. Sorry. Wrong person.
If we're trying to build a relationship,
Don't get all defensive.
Wrong person.
I've never questioned nobody what they're gonna do with money. Come on.
Okay, well, send me $100.
are we trying to build a relationship? Of course, I'm not going to give it to you.
No, I'm just asking for $100. I just need somebody to send me $100 to my cash out. I got my phone right there.
See, but this is again what concerns me. This concerns me. If you are building a relationship with this person and you two are working as a unit, and this person comes to you and asks for a specific amount of money, if y'all are working together, why wouldn't you tell them what the money is for? You working together. If we are unit, I should know what the money is for.
Yeah,
that's true. That's female question those
she's
things.
Right.
Dudes don't.
Yeah, hear what she's saying.
But nobody ain't saving no money.
No, she's speaking the truth. She's speaking the truth. I mean, here's the thing. One of the biggest issues is that there's no communication between both genders as far as men and women, especially when they're in a relationship, when it comes down to handling their business. Because a lot of men don't want to know that, they haven't reached that expectation yet or whatever the case is, so they won't admit to if they're falling behind or whatever the case is. So that's why a lot of times men don't really question certain things and they don't push on certain things because they want to give out more so that way they can, if they are falling back behind or whatever the case is, they don't, they're going to use that to say, well, I don't question you. Why you question me? It's certain type of dudes. Now, I'm not saying this is all dudes and this is all females. But the thing is, if you're in a relationship and you guys are building together, you guys should know what's going on. If you're saying, I'm going to go down here and I'm going to cut right and then we're going to do this, you got to let them know. You can't just walk down the road together and then be like, you cut right and she's still walking straight and you ain't saying nothing. You have to know. It comes down with money, finance, education, everything that you're doing. You got to be communicative.
This is my thing. I don't know whether this goes for the other women on the panel or not, but for me, I've never asked a man for money. Never. And the reason why I don't ask a man for money is because I don't ever want them to assume that anything is tied with the money. So if I choose to ignore your ass, I can ignore you freely. You don't have to talk about what you did for me or how much you spent on me or none of that. I can ignore your ass and do whatever I want to do. So my thing is this: when money is involved in the picture with most men, I'm not going to say all, with most men, they attach other things to it, like you need to answer the phone when they call, or you need to be available for them when they want you to be available. They attach a lot of things with that. So once you eliminate that and you eliminate the money part of it, you find out what they're really about. Is he going to offer to do things for me, or is this something that he just don't do? You're going to find out the genuine person that he is, because the men I've dealt with, Black Republican, offer, and they do, because that's what I look at. I look at the action. You're going to do on your own without me ever having to say a word. And if I don't see that action, then that's not the person for me.
Okay. That's why we hint a lot. Like,
I don't throw hints.
I throw hints.
I don't even throw no hints.
I went to the manicurist or the hair salon.
Y'all is before Aaliyah's dominatrix, right? Right? Y'all don't realize that?
No, but that's the whole thing about a man. If he knows a woman, a woman needs, like, men automatically.
Yeah, but that's when you building though. If you build with somebody, you will get to know that person.
No, men automatically assume that just because a woman has her stuff together, she don't need anything. Oh, she keep her nails done, she keep her hair done, she don't need nothing from me. No, if you're interested in this woman, then yeah, you should offer to do things for her because you want to be a man to her. That's a part of being a man to a woman. And it's not just talking about monetarily. It's
Because-
about everything. If she got a flat tire, like I had it was a situation, and I was telling my brother, actually it was my brother, and he told me that the girl had this girl that he was seeing had a flat tire, and she needed him to come, I guess,
And
give her $40 to fix her tire. So
Hmm.
this was my question to him, and this is just coming from, I don't know, once again, whether women will relate to this, or I don't know whether the men will relate, but this is what I told my brother. I said, you need to question that woman. I said, the reason why is because what if she works and she's working a job and she has $0 and she's asking you for $40? That's questionable. That's questionable. And the fact that she don't have $40 to fix her tire, that's another question that you need to be asking her. The reason being is because what is she doing with her money? Number one, not saying that you can't help her. You can help. You help people when they need help. But the thing is if she's going out getting her hair done and she doing all these other things, and when she get a flat tire, she don't have no money to get fix no flat tire that's $40. We need to talk about some things. You need to be looking in a different direction.
Yeah.
Didi.
So you gotta help
Yes, ma'am.
people
Hold
if
up,
they
Didi.
need help, not when they want help. Because a lot of people just sit down and want help and don't want to use their own damn resources.
True.
There's a
Didi.
lot of people doing that
Right.
nowadays.
That's my whole point.
Didi,
And
I
when
read
you
on
see
that.
a woman working, and when you see, and 9 times out of 10, when you see a woman working and she's accomplishing things on her own, that shouldn't deter you from helping her. You should want to help her more because she's assisting herself.
But you know that I've been through that where I used to be one of my ex-girlfriend. She had it a certain way where whenever I give to her, it's like, no, I'm cool. But it was affecting me. It's like she's lowering her my standard as being a man. Whenever I do it and she doesn't accept it, I leave it on the dresser, and that will stay there for day. I keep looking at days after days until it eventually leaves. She take it, but and I actually explained to her that just makes you feel like you're weak and all those things, because I would get everything from her and she doesn't want anything from me. But it was
no.
no, I wasn't feeling. No, I wasn't feeling like a man. No,
No, Shorty didn't want to owe you nothing. That's why she didn't want to be in your debt.
no,
But she would do-
but
but
He
she
wasn't in his debt. That's what he was.
Like,
He
he
was
was
leaving
taking-
for lunch money, or whatever the case may be.
Well, he said he would try to do stuff for her too, but she wouldn't
She wouldn't
take it.
accept it.
money wise, she wouldn't.
Then she has an acceptance problem.
I'm losing my mind. What?
She
She's
has an
what?
acceptance problem.
No, she.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, you got to think about it too. Did you ask her what her past was? Because she might have had some run-ins with a past dude or some something
Controlling dude,
where
yeah.
he was either making all her decisions or whatever the case is. That could be the cause. She probably don't trust you on that level.
She just love.
He said she just loved
You
him.
what?
But you heard? But did you hear what he said? He said he was leaving it on the dresser.
Yeah, because
Chain right there.
Yeah, that Uber visit.
she was. I feel like I was losing my mind. Like
You're not hearing
My
what she
manual.
said. She said on the dresser.
I like it there. Yeah.
On the dresser, you're not catching him. That's Kane. That's Kane right there.
You didn't get it.
there.
You still
You're,
didn't get
you're
it.
no longer Q. You're Kane.
You still didn't get it.
You don't remember from Menace to Society where Kane used to slide it in the bathroom and leave it in places for
Yeah.
Jada to find. Kane, no more Q. You can't.
Yeah, but that just depends on the person you are. That does make you feel like you're lowering. It
It
taking
shouldn't
away
make
your
you. It
manhood.
shouldn't make you feel like that though.
It's taking away your manhood, man.
No, wait, she
Why?
don't wanna-
Why would
I
that
mean,
be taking
she-
away your manhood? Because she
She
didn't
probably was
take
trying to
it.
prove to you that she could do it on her own.
No, it should make you.
leave it alone.
I don't feel good about that, man.
I mean,
Say-
if you offer it like once or twice or whatever the case is, and the individual don't accept or whatnot, then you know what I mean. You gotta
Hey,
disrespect
listen,
the decision, I guess.
Hey, you want this? No. Sure don't want it? No. Okay.
Fuck it. Put it back in my pocket. Peace out.
Maybe you should have. Maybe you should have been more creative about where you were leaving it. You left it on the dresser. Really? Like this is not a $5 holla. Like really? I had this guy that I was dating. What he would do, he would come to my house in the middle of the night. I didn't even know he came, and I would get up in the morning. I would go open my. Yeah, I didn't even know that he would come. He was, but listen, even it don't matter what he was doing at that time of night when he was coming by my house. It doesn't even matter what he was doing. When I got up that morning, he would have money all on my seat.
What?
Your car seat? Oh, what seat?
Hey.
In my car, he would have money on my seat. So when I get up in the morning, I get ready to go to work. I open my car door, money would be on my seat.
Hey, Aaliyah got that honey pot, y'all. I'm gonna say right now. The fuck? Hey, dude breaking in the car to leave money on the seat?
Let's put down the list now.
Hey, she got that Black Friday special, I'm telling you.
I ain't paid my phone bill in 20 years. So.
Hold on.
But I ain't paid my phone bill in 20 years.
But you get what I'm saying? It's sometimes
I understand. Like I said, I have not paid my phone bill in 20 years.
Now how do you think if you would have did something more creative, don't you think she would have been more apt to maybe take it instead of just leaving it on the dresser?
I'll be
looking crazy too. Like he leaving money on the dresser. Like we ain't at the motel.
No, hold up.
That's not what he said though.
Well, hold up.
I left it that she can.
They had something the other day, and this is funny that you mentioned that. They had something the other day that actually some brothers put this out, and the brother said, them dudes that be going overboard, trying to impress females.
Yeah.
Right? Trying to impress females. Now you on your last dime. You know what I'm saying? And you trying to impress the female by throwing the last dime out there, and then your ass go home hungry belly. You know what I'm saying? It's like
belly growling.
Don't do it.
Why does that? How can you say that? Why are you bringing up dudes that's on last time? How you know these men are men that have money to spend it?
And we don't.
That sounds like some hater. That sounds like some hater stuff going on to me right there.
It ain't no hating right there.
Some of these
what it is, like I said, this dude is waiting.
We ain't talking about the suckers. We shouldn't even be talking about the suckers. We talking about the ones that are able.
That dude that was throwing all them bread on your car seat wasn't one of them suckers. What you talking about?
He wasn't a sucker. I knew. It's not like I just met him. This wasn't a. I just met you thing. He knew where I live.
That's hella weird though.
I'm just saying.
That's weird.
Dude, in your car.
Guys going to no cheap trip, throwing down no money in nobody car. And then you bugging. That dude there is stark. Crazy.
This is how people think when they.
No, but what I'm saying though, in the sense of anyone. See, I don't know what your relationship is with the dude, but to me that sounds kind of strange. To me, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that's because y'all don't have creative thoughts that way. There was nothing strange about it. I enjoyed it. I had a good time.
No, but that's why I say though. But you see, that's why I say that you got to dominate the next term.
When you get down to real people dating real people, and you don't have to worry about somebody. Oh, well, is this person cheating on me? That's why it's uncomfortable for people when you have a problem with somebody coming to your house and doing certain things like that or popping up, because society have put in our minds that is not normal. But that is initially how it's supposed to be when you're dating somebody one-on-one. That's
okay. So hold on. So you were with dude.
It should be that type of freedom.
Okay, so you were with dude then.
How you getting your car? How you getting your car?
Got an extra key.
Got an extra key.
What you say?
Y'all asking too many questions. Y'all losing the focus.
How you getting the car?
You see what I'm talking about, Sassy?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is though, so you guys were in a relationship then.
This just turned all the way around to something else when I was making a statement about
They
one
made him
simple
into a
act,
stalker.
and they
So,
trying to
no,
make
but
it
so-
right. Exactly.
But that's what I'm asking though. You guys were in a relationship then.
yeah.
Okay. All right. All right, so he's doing whatever random behaviors that you allow him or you're into, I guess. So if you like,
John.
he's gonna keep jumping.
He
He's
just
gonna
wanted
keep
to put
upping
a
it.
smile on her face.
What do you mean that I'm into? What's going on?
Yeah, if he does something and you like it, like say if he secretly pop up or whatever the case is, and you respond positively or you like it or whatnot, then yeah, he's gonna keep doing it. He's gonna do other things. Cause you say he would do certain things, you know what I mean, where he'll just pop up like you said in the night, and then you wake up and see money on your car seat or whatever the case is. Then that's something you like. Maybe it did something like that beforehand. Then that's just something else.
Listen.
But you're together, so
point that
in
I was just
relationships,
trying to
people do
make-
random shit. That's like laying out
The
roses
point
on the
that
ground or something.
The point that I was trying to make was versus putting it on the dresser. Maybe he
Yeah,
should have been
finding a
more
creative
creative
way.
about where he was putting the money at, so
Pay
she
your
could find
bill.
it, so she can feel differently. I don't
Pay
know
your
how
bill.
this turned into a relationship conversation
Q,
Pay a bill.
about me and a stalker. I don't
Hey,
I don't
That boy had
understand.
that Jimmy.
Pay a bill.
Leave this money real quick.
That's what you should have done with that money. You should have paid a bill.
But Q had a question. I'm kind
I
of curious
agree.
too. He had the car keys. How did he had a house key?
What? Y'all still being nosy?
Again,
Q,
to
Homie paid
answer
for the house.
what should
Homie-
have happened, you should have took that money off the dresser and paid a bill.
You hear that
That's what
shit?
All right, listen.
Nah,
Alright,
but regardless of what though, if he had whatever the kind of relationship he had with her, you know what I'm saying? If he tried multiple times, it's obvious she didn't want to go down that lane with him. So
time
you know what I mean?
put it
It-
by her toilet tissue.
Maybe
She'll
she
see it
know
then.
my situation and her situation is.
Huh? What? Huh? What?
She know it was real good.
What?
Doing real.
You ain't no sucker.
She was doing real good.
Yo,
Well, I
all
mean,
right.
if
Can I
she's
ask a
yeah,
question?
but see, that's
We
the thing.
asked a
If she's
question.
doing real good and you doing bad, then yeah, she ain't gonna accept that money because then she's putting you out.
That's what I'm
Since we asking questions, this is the next question that I want to ask. How much was it that you left on the dresser?
Man,
Yeah. Hey, why you asking all these questions? How did this go back to finance? We trying to figure out some stuff. We trying to give him a creative. We're trying to give him a creative lane to go down. And here you are.
To the bottom.
1 second she asking for $100. Now she asking for how much money you put.
Hold on.
I'm just
hold
trying
on,
to get
hold
to the
on.
bottom as to why she might have left. Now she might have left it up there because it was $10.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying.
I wasn't.
You're gonna
Hey,
say,
hey,
but
take care of that gas, baby.
no, she.
I'd have left it too. I would have left it too. I would have left it too.
No, it
Hold
wasn't.
Go, it was 15.
Hey, don't listen to Honey Pot. Don't listen to Honey Pot. All right, Honey Pot over here attracting the bees out here.
So how
Papa
much
Smoke,
was it?
Yo, don't want to pop up first.
I used to leave myself broke. That's
Hold
how
up.
I was interested.
Oh, no. You shouldn't even answer that. You shouldn't even answer that. Leave the question alone. Don't answer Jack.
If you don't answer, I'm gonna have to assume that it was $5 or $10.
Let her assume whatever she wants. Don't answer Jack. Cause you know what you just said? Hey, let her assume and be on with it. What the hell? Did you hear what you just said? Don't dig yourself in no ditch. She
Go ahead,
digging them questions and you walking on the edge.
Yo, Blacks, hold on. Go ahead.
I think it was $5 or $10.
Crazy. No,
Hold up. Because everybody shut the hell up. Can I say something for once?
it was Bill's money.
Good. You're not going to talk.
All right.
Yo,
Can I talk?
Go ahead.
Was
You got the floor.
Is it Jamaican or American one? Which one?
Oh my God. hey, $10 million.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
for real. For real. That's a good question. That's a damn good question.
Currency or U.S. currency?
No, this was back in
when?
Jamaica.
All right.
She lives in New York now.
No, hold on, man. Stop. They talking about
It was
New York.
back in
Hold on.
Jamaica.
Oh, well, you giving out too much answers. What the?
No, Mr. Money, I want to know. Cause
I just wonder, it was in Jamaican or US currency? Which one?
no, it is in Jamaica, so we were in Jamaica.
Jamaican currency.
Yeah.
So
How
we
much?
can ask questions, but I can't.
It better not be no coins.
Hold up.
We're not it's a dollar.
$50 coin. Yo, hold on for that.
What was
Buy your ice mint.
No.
all right?
Okay, man. Come on, man. You gotta talk quick.
Cut me the fuck off. What was the dollar value at the time?
It's Jamaican
A
dollar.
$10,000.
Anywhere you at,
1 to 1,000.
any country in, a dollar is a dollar.
A dollar to a
Shit.
It was $5 or $10. I'm convinced.
The dollar was
$1,000
a
and shit.
coin.
$10,000 in the United States. So no.
Yes.
Well, I mean, at that time frame, though, we were looking a little bit better.
Come
Any
tell me a lie.
country-
Come and tell me a lie. Tell me a lie.
No,
Because since
I'm saying-
1993, money from Jamaica has been anywhere between $87 and $117 to the US dollar. Tell me a
No.
lie.
You see how men tell half truths? You see how he just told half of the story, but he ain't say how much he left on the dresser? See,
Look, he's still digging on this question, y'all.
He got us thinking
Still
about
digging.
the woman like she ain't take his money,
Andre,
but he ain't say he left the woman. He ain't say he left her
Andre.
50 cents on the dresser. He didn't tell us he left her 50 cents on the dresser.
No, he left
Listen.
a dollar coin.
He left her. He left
Hey,
her
left a
$1,000.
whole
He left her
roll of $10 in coins.
10 US
All right,
dollars.
left a whole roll of quarters. Handle that.
That's how you know. That's the same thing. Like men be talking about.
Buy
I pay
yourself
all
a
the
breakfast.
bills. I pay all the bills in the house. She don't do nothing. I pay all the bills, but all the bills total $100 in the household. Like really?
Facts. Hey, shit. Want somebody to pay my damn bills.
All right. Yo, to close now. Thank you yo, tonight was very entertaining. I loved it tonight. Tonight was very good. So, in closing now, do we keep our dreams? Do we keep our dreams, or do we allow
Scissors.
someone else to bust the dream?
Or scissors.
Or Edward Scissorhand and just cut everything the fuck off? How are we doing it? Do we keep our dreams?
Scissors it.
Edward
Well, I
Scissorhand.
mean, yeah, you keep your dreams. If it's important to you and it's something that you're pushing for, then fuck yeah, you keep your dreams. Because a lot of times people ain't gonna last anyways.
Facts. Nisha J, keep your dreams or keep it pushing?
Keep your dreams.
The relationship. Keep your dreams. Hell yeah. Didi. Find a
Keep
new
your
relationship.
dreams. You just can't expect everybody else to be on the same page with you.
Okay.
Facts. Edward Scissorhand.
She be last.
Hey, you see she got the hair to the side too.
I'll leave you for last. My bad.
This
Keep your dreams or keep it pushing. Which one we doing?
You can keep your dreams as long as you're working towards it and you're not like interrupting somebody else's flow, you know?
All right, and from Q,
Okay.
keep your dream. Norris.
Okay.
We gotta save the best
Norris.
for last. Scissors.
Go ahead, Norris.
I second with Sassy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, this is the big one.
Edward Scissorhand. We would like to know, what would you do? Do you cut the motherfucker's dream off or do you keep it going? What do you say?
Cut it off.
Depends on if it's 50 cents or $50.
That's a song right there. What the hell? Hey, shut the show down. Shut it off right now.
Yeah. Hot damn. Sexy chocolate. Sexy chocolate.
Aaliyah say, hey, you ain't gonna treat me like no bottom shelf.
Hell yeah. $1 bills on my car seat every day. Holla. Yes. Thank you all for joining tonight live at the barbershop.
That doesn't sound good for a dude. You want dollar bills?
No,
on
I
your
said
car.
she. Me. I didn't say me.
What the hell's wrong with a dude getting dollar bills on his car? Shit.
I don't know about
Only black Republican.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? What's wrong with that shit? Share the wealth.
Black Republicans are the type He'd be swimming in the seat if he saw that all that down. Oh, I made it! Hey, I'm rich, bitch.
Hey, driving the windows up, dollars is flying everywhere.
You know he ain't leaving no money. You know you ain't leaving no money on the dresser.
Hell no.
Who's
What the
that?
fuck? I'm putting that towards my dreams. What the hell that look like? Miss out on no opportunities in life. Shit. Appreciate you. Pay it forward. Pay it forward.
Black. Don't say that on air. You'll be on Bumble tomorrow. Don't do that, Black. Thank you all for joining tonight. Live at the barbershop. I want to thank you all. It was very entertaining. I loved it tonight. Definitely. Didi, thank you very much for joining us. Nisha J, as always, thank you. Aaliyah, as always, thank you. Black Republican, thank you so much. Sassy, guest tonight, thank you so much for joining us. Now, try and remember now, you can find us on Facebook, YouTube, Anchor, and IG. Live at the barbershop. Thank you. Spread the word. And most importantly, go out in the world and be somebody. Hot damn it. Go out in the world and be somebody.